Hey friends, Corey here. Today we're going to take a look at the top 3 attacks that are crushing the absolute most maxed out Town Hall 13s at the highest levels of the game. Now, we're going to go through these top 3 attacks, boom, 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 and then I've got some extraordinary examples of the last 2 to round out the video as well. So the first one we're going to talk about is going to be straight up boring old school hybrid, all right? It's still in the meta, but it is no longer at that #1 spot. It's no longer tied for it. It's just not up there anymore, man. There's too many attacks working amazingly right now. Hybrid's still good. It's still great. It's still super versatile. It's just no longer in that #1 spot. So right now, at the game and this week, this thing's gonna be at like the #3 spot, all right? But still very strong, still OP, man. Check this out, dude. Eve Rico is gonna go monster on this base, dude. Look at this wall break coming in. All right to that wizard tower right there, dude. Now he's got easy access to that single, although he's gonna have to get a freeze on it to get through it. He's taking so much damage right here, man. Skeleton traps next to the single. You always gotta expect those. Those are there to try and thwart your queen charges, trying to stop and slow down that royal champion so the single target infernos can fry it. So he was on top of that freeze and that rage. He's already had to use his queen ability too. Finally gets through that enemy queen. Now look at how much more access he's got. Boom, we got a second layer wall break coming in. Now he's got access to a scatter shot and the eagle artillery. We got miners and pigs straight in towards the town hall, but there's going to be an epic battle going on the very bottom. The queen is out of supporting spells like rages, although he does still have a freeze to help try to keep her alive. Watch this, man. The king is locked onto her. He's got the freeze on the enemy king, and he sends a single headhunter in there trying to get this king dealt with. He doesn't have any more rages. He doesn't have the queen ability. He manages to make his queen survive that encounter with the king. She survives long enough to pick off another bomb tower. Then she goes down, guys. Miners and pigs are working on that last scatter shot, and they get a healer swap. The queen is dead, so the healers go and look for the nearest miners and hogs. That's going to help out on the backside, but honestly, once that scatter shot went down, this base was wrecked. Old school hybrid. Might be a little boring now that we've been using it for so long, but it's still highly effective and highly versatile. All right, man, now we're into the newer meta attacks, and Zap Lalo is right up in the mix. In fact, I'd have to say Zap Lalo is definitely tied for #1. Here's why, man. You go into like the highest levels of play, you're going to be seeing Zap Lalo all the time. It's probably going to be the #1 attack in Clash of Clans right now. You move down just a little bit into, more average clans or even just a step above elite, and you're going to see Zap Lalo being used less and less and less. There's a reason for that. It's incredibly strong. It's incredibly versatile. Yes, obviously, it's why it's on this list and tied for the #1 spot, but it's also very difficult. It's an extremely technical attack, and if you don't got the skills at Lavaloon, this is not going to be a good attack for you. In fact, if you don't got mad skills at Lavaloon, this is probably going to be one of the worst attack strategies you can use. So incredibly strong, incredibly versatile, but only in the right hands. Check out this example from Stefan, man. First of all, he used 7 lightnings and a quake to zap the clan castle and single target inferno. Not very much value right there, all right? For the lightnings, just, apples to apples, man. But by getting rid of that single and by getting rid of that clan castle, he's able to open up a Sui for his royal champion at 12 o'clock that takes out several defenses, including 2 air defenses, all right? Air defenses by themselves are not a huge threat to Lavaloon, but the location of those air defenses completely determine your hound pathing through the base. So when you can shape the remaining air defenses into a shape that's going to allow good pathing from those hounds to your loons, that's going to be super beneficial for you. Now, look up this Sui on the left, man. This thing was an absolute beauty. Going in there, grab a scatter shot, another inferno. She's going to be able to reach over the edge there, also grab a sweeper, and at least one more expo as well. So take a look at this, man. Look at what we got left on this base. Like I said, man, that wasn't a lot of value for those lightnings and quakes, but on these hits, you gotta take into account the lightning and quake value and the Sui value for 3 of the heroes that you're going to be suing. And if you can plan all that and get some excellent value with your Sui, man, look at this. 44% of the base is already gone, including at least half of the defenses. Of course, he's going to finish this attack off in style as well. What do we even have left, bro? Do we have an enemy RC? Yeah, we have an enemy royal champion still alive. She can target and lock onto hounds, pups, and loons. So you got to have an answer for her. He's got that in the form of a headhunter. He's sending the headhunter in there right now, popping that Grand Warden ability so it catches loons as they're coming into the Town Hall blast, but it also catches that headhunter so that headhunter's able to solo that royal champion. 1 headhunter, 6 camp space, completely nullifies that enemy royal champion. Look at this, Lalo coming into the backside. He's having to land on that eagle artillery, so he's had to haste his loons through there a little bit. He can't really afford to lollygag when you're ending on the eagle, because that eagle will just keep raining down shots on your loons the whole time, guys. This base is already gone, all right? Already gone. That was a beautiful blimp into the town hall in the center. If you got a island around your town hall, you really gotta send a blimp to it. He had 5 super goblins plus an extra hound in there, and that hound did a great job of tanking on the backside of this base, allowing those remaining loons to crush. Guys, this base is super wrecked. Finally, guys, the attack that is tied for the #1 spot right now super surprised me, by the way, and it's the Zap Queen Charge hybrid attack strategy, guys. This has taken the best of the lightning spells with the best of the old school hybrid attack strategy, combining them into one attack, and you can really just be so picky and methodical and just really pick apart a base. Really common thing you're going to see is taking out a scatter shot and an inferno tower if they're close enough, which they definitely were on this base. Now we have what was a super dangerous section of the base already gone, already taken care of. A lot of times that's going to enable you to use a lot less rages on your queen charge and have some nice easy pathing for your queen charge and just really shape a base however you want it. He's also going to use the Yeti bomb on this attack, although you don't have to. A lot of times we're going to see the lightnings used with the siege barracks on these queen charge hybrid attacks, but guys, he just pinpointed where he wanted that Yeti bomb to go in and take out that single target inferno. That way he could start his queen on a nice leisurely walk to the left, man. Try and start your queen right there without the lightning spells, without that Yeti bomb, bro. You're fighting that single immediately. You're probably burning through a rage and 2 freezes, maybe even the queen ability. And that's if you can get your queen inside of there to go target that single. All right, so we've already taken out that section of the base, and that's going to make that queen charge, queen walk at this point, since she hasn't gone into the base, nice and easy and surefire pathing for her as well. Now we got hybrid moving in towards the town hall. He has not dealt with the entire CC. Looks like he had an ice golem coming out of the CC there. That's not going to do a ton of damage to his troops, so it's just going to hold them up for a little bit, stall them a little bit, so they'll take a little bit more DPS from the defenses while they're in there, but with the heal spell, they can weather that just fine. We got the Town Hall Blast is going off. He didn't really have any hogs left in there at that point, so it's not really going to affect the miners too terribly much. What does he have left for spells at this point, man? He's got 0 spells left, but he's got a bunch of troops heading into that last section of the base. Once again, we're going to see Skellies right in front of that single target Inferno trying to take out that Royal Champion, and in this case, it did, man. The Skellies held her up. She got locked on, and that single target went down. But look at the Queen. Look at the Queen down here, man. You took out all that damage at the start. You left her a nice, leisurely, nice, easy Queen walk around the base, and because of that, she's going to survive the whole raid. In fact, she's probably going to be the thing that finishes off this triple, man. So, if you're having a hard time with your Queen charges, man, give it the Lightnings a shot, maybe even the Yeti bomb too, depending on the base, because it can make your Queen walk experience so much easier. All right, for you guys that are still here in the video at this point, you are in for a treat. This is a completely unannounced surprise. I decided to throw in this video because this thing is super sick, bro. My boy Kiki is about to do an absolutely insane Zap Lalo attack, and he's got this insane little trick in here. Just wait until you see this. First of all, man, he's going to be zapping the Queen and the scatter shot combo. Of course, he's going to offset a few of those lightnings to go ahead and grab a sweeper and an air defense as well. All right, nothing out of the ordinary just yet, right? All right, he's got a few loons coming in here. Pick off these defenses, really cut that defensive ring. That way his troops are going to move all the way to the left. Still, nothing too unusual here, but I want to draw your attention to that troop bar. He's still got 1 lightning remaining, all right? That was not a miscalculation. That was not an accident. Watch these headhunters coming out right here, dude. Look at these. They're coming out there. Let's see where they're looking at. Oh, bro, they're going for that Grand Warden. They're going to go straight for that Grand Warden. Let's see what Kiki's going to do about it. Boom! 1 lightning. Headhunters are done. Might also notice he does not have a poison in this composition. Normally, guys, if you're not going to zap the clan castle, you want to at least, I don't know, bring a poison unless you know there's no air targeting stuff in there. Not Kiki, man. He's going to bring that lightning instead. He doesn't care about the ground troops in there. Look at all these goblins, man. He doesn't care. They're not going to target his loons, bro. He doesn't care at all. He's even got an ice golem in there, man. He doesn't care about that. He's just going to zap the most dangerous troops for him. Those headhunters were going to go out, force an early Grand Warden ability that would have helped like none of his loons. He still had plenty of hounds out in front at that point, all right? Those loons were being tanked for sufficiently. Grand Warden ability would not have helped him at all right there, so zapping those headhunters allows him to save and use that Grand Warden ability at a time that was going to be the most beneficial for him. Also, look at this, man. Look at how his heroes are still alive. He did not sui them at the beginning of the attack. Almost all the time, you're going to sui your heroes at the beginning of the attack to get some greater value for your Lalo going forward. But honestly, I was looking at what he had left on this base, and I'm like, I don't see any good sui locations for these heroes at all. And I suspect that's probably what he was looking at as well when he decided, man, I'll just see what's left at the end, send my heroes in to go get that for the triple. And sure enough, man, he Lalo'd first, then sent his heroes in and got the triple. All right, friends, also wanted to throw this one on there. This one was also tied for that #1 spot, the Zap Queen Charge hybrid. Most of the time, you're going to see it down with 5 lightnings and 1 quake. This one, however, is going to be targeting that clan castle, so he needs 7 lightnings and a quake. He got the eagle right next to it as well, which is exactly why I decided to zap right there, man. But look at that. CC gone, eagle artillery gone. Let's see how nice, easy of a queen walk he's going to have over to the right-hand side of this base. But he's got a couple wall breakers, so he is planning on charging her in here after this scatter shot right here. That's going to be some great value. Now, that's going to be kind of dangerous area to charge the queen because of this single target inferno, but as long as you time it properly, you're going to be just fine, man. By the time your queen gets ready to wrap around this corner before she ducks into that base, by that time you're already going to have your hogs and miners started moving in this direction, keeping that single target inferno busy, ultimately taking it out as well, making sure that it does not have a chance to lock onto his queen. Look at this, he's got queen versus BK combo. Surprised he didn't have a headhunter in the composition to help with that right there, but it looks like he already planned on raging. Probably a pretty good call because that Grand Warden platform combined with that scatter shot are more than enough to force that hero ability out of the queen. So a nice early rage is going to get her through those no problem. Look at the timing. Miners coming in, tanking that single target inferno, pigs coming in behind, and now we've got that beautiful symbiosis in these attacks, man. You know it's going good. When you got your queen in a base working right next to the miners and hogs, you know that you've timed it well because the queen's able to do some tanking for the miners and pigs. The miners and pigs are able to do some tanking for the queen. They're both going to benefit as a result, keeping that queen alive even longer. And as a result of that, look at that. She's reached over this wall and thinned out this pathing quite a bit. So we got a nice narrow path left for the hogs and miners. The narrower that path, the more success you're going to have. All right, the faster they're going to bust through those buildings and those defenses, creating that positive momentum. The closer together they're going to be so that your heal spells are going to get the maximum amount of value possible out of those heals as well, man. Look at this. He's got so many miners and hogs. Oh, that scatter shot just targeted and took out so many of them. He's still got more than enough, man. Those pigs staying alive till the end, at least until the last single target inferno, is super key to keeping a royal champion alive through the end of the attack. Miners will go back underground, leaving that royal champion open to be targeted and locked onto by the single, but the hogs stay out in front of the royal champion, tanking the single until the royal champion's able to get it taken out. Guys, that is another triple, all right? That is the top 3 attacks at Town Hall 13 at this point right now, guys. This is 3 attacks put together are wrecking so many bases, it's not even funny. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click that button right over my shoulder. If you're already a subscriber, then check out that video on the other side of the screen and we'll keep hanging out.